Vishwasya dhata purushastamad avyakta rupeena tatang taedam he Rama Krishna toi bhakti hine kripa kataksham kurudev nityam. I open my lecture with a beautiful thought expressed by Swami Abhedananda Ji Maharaj, in whose name this auditorium has been built up. So, we may remember a wonderful expression has been given. And in this connection, the eminent Swamis who are in the dais, the other eminent Swamis and other Swamis who are in the audience, and the brother devotees, nuns, and all other women devotees. Today is a beautiful and grand occasion, that 125th year of Ramakrishna Math and Mission, that has been celebrated. And along with this, one of the important items is Bhava Prachar Parishads. Their convention, what we have done, we have to assess within ourselves. We means the Ramakrishna Math and Mission, the monks, brahmacharis, devotees, and all other persons, admirers, and connected with our activities. You have to assess and find out what is the resultant reaction of what has been achieved by Ramakrishna Math and Mission within the country and outside the country. It's a very, very vital things to be. We must ponder over it. And we must find days after days, when the things are changing, the material world is changing. Everything in this, what we see in our sides, we see it is a huge change, changes after changes. But what is there which is unchangeable reality that is working behind these changing phenomena? You see, about Sri Ramakrishna Krishna Parishads, he has told, his life is a phenomena. Phenomena means, usually what we mean, the unusual things. So Sri Ramakrishna's advent in this world is an unusual things. Unusual things are going to happen. And we see Sri Ramakrishna assured Swami Vivekananda, you are to do a wonderful work, which Swami Vivekananda was not agreeable when he has been told to do that. And he told, I cannot do that. Your very bone will do. Sri Ramakrishna is asserting him. And we see that he has written in a word, some sentence, Naren will teach the world. These are all past. Naren will teach, and Sri Ramakrishna passed away, Swamiji passed away, Holy Mother passed away. What is the future when he is telling will teach the world? In the words of Swamiji, we heard that he, about himself, he has told, I shall inspire men everywhere until the world shall know that it is one with God. And in another place, he has told, I am not crossing 40, but I shall not cease to work. I shall inspire that every human being, and how that inspiration is giving fruits we can see. Another important vital statement Swamiji told, I shall explode myself like a bomb and make the society follow me like a dog. Wonderful expression. It has come from the Swamiji's voice. So after this passage of 125 years, we go and measuring year to year, decade to decade, and various types of phenomena and changes, political, social, or any type of scientific, every type of changes we are observing, our forefathers have observed, we ourselves are observing, and who will come after our departure from this world, they will also observe. But Ramakrishna-Vivekananda ideas, it is eternal. People had to accept, even after so much of opposition. So, those who have come here, this Bhava Prachar Parishads, you all know that Ramakrishna Mission has been started, and after that, 125 years have passed, and in between, we are going and expanding. There are Ramakrishna Mission centers. But that is not sufficient. The center's expansion should also go to the nook and corner of the whole country, nay, not the country only, outside of India. And it is expanding and expanding. We wish it, or we like it, or we do not want it. Hundreds of oppositions, Ramakrishna Mission is spreading and spreading. People of intellectual ideas, contemplative mind, and various other sections of the society, they cannot ignore what Ramakrishna Math and Mission is doing. We see those devotees who have come today and those who have not come. Among them, there are so many persons who love the ideas and ideals of the Ramakrishna Math and Mission, who are carrying our work, who are helping our activity. And Ramakrishna Math and Mission has to face a lot of opposition, but in spite of that, Ramakrishna Math and Mission and Ramakrishna Bhava Prachar Parishads has been originated out of that spirit after several years of the activities of the Ramakrishna Math and Mission. How that originated? It is the spirit of Sri Ramakrishna. It is the eternal message of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda and Holy Mother's, Swami Vivekananda's spirit and the Holy Mother's grace. We know or we do not know. This has to slowly and slowly, immensely carry the whole world. That torch which Sri Ramakrishna came, and he has empowered the whole society, the whole of humanity. So, days and days are changing. But in spite of that, we should not be afraid of it. There is atomic energy spreading, and we have not heard about that in earlier days. We are going to the moon. We cannot imagine. These are the other external affairs that development is coming. And here we see that scientific development and science and technology that shake hands with the philosophy, ethics, morality, spirituality, which Sri Ramakrishna had given to the whole of this humanity. So we go on again and again and trying to research it out. How much more substantive materials are there in the spirit of Sri Ramakrishna, in their voice, in their message, the Sri Ramakrishna's disciples, and all other new persons, new people who are thinking more and more. And this Bhava Prachar is an outcome. We are sure because of this, these things have come out. We see how many magazines, literatures, so many other types of propaganda, we can say, we are carrying out. We are carrying out, we are trying that how much we can rejuvenate the society. People will be getting attached to it. And you see, we do not know how much percentage of the population still do not understand or appreciate these eternal values. That is, again and again, people are examining and re-examining, or they are indifferent to it. But it is such a highly surcharged spirit that they cannot ignore. The society cannot ignore. The world itself cannot ignore. So this is the condition at present we are going on, and we are experiencing after a period of 125 years. So to say, the Bhava Prachar Parishads 20 years. It is an offshoot of that Ramakrishna's, Swamiji's ideas that it has to have a new outlook to the society, only not restricted to the small vicinity of this mott and mission and the monastics. It has to spread out and go to all sections of the society. I mean all sections you can follow. Those who get education, those who get some devotion in the heart, some inquisitiveness. They want to hear, they want to learn. They also cannot be a deaf eared. They are deaf and dumb, they cannot be. And you see, even out of 100, 5% also are paying heed to the values of Ramakrishna-Vivekananda, Holy Mother Sarada Devi. Not only by gudging, but simply, spontaneously, the devotion comes out from the photo of Sri Ramakrishna, the photo of Holy Mother, and the surcharging spirit of Swami Vivekananda. So, we see that we like or we do not like it. We may pass away from this world for a limited period of time. But you see, people will be coming, more and more will be coming. And Swamiji's voice, his prophecy, will take a new turn to the world. A few years before, we have published a book, Swami Vivekananda, a turning point. How it has become a turning point? There are other prophets who have come. Society needs their messages. Here, this turning point, when we try to scrutinize or analyze or research how the society has been turned and returned, the new generations has to accept, they cannot deny it. So, Ramakrishna Vivekananda, it is a global transformation, and Bhava Prachar Parishads, Ramakrishna Vivekananda Bhava Prachar Parishads. You people who are under the umbrella of that particular outlook, more and more people are drawn through our educational institutions or medical institutions or whatever it may be. There are choices and selected people. Out of this service, they get oriented that Ramakrishna Vivekananda outlook, what it can do to the world, what change it can bring. In all other spheres, we may say there is so much of prosperity or so much of development. But Ramakrishna Vivekananda, Ramakrishna ideal, the spirit of Vedanta, all these side by side, it is a pivotal factor because it builds up the character of humanity at large. And Bhava Prachar Parishads' important role is to build up the character of the society. It's a new generations to be developed. And we know that how and which way their solutions have been given in their messages or from other ways and means where we hear that they have given, these are the contributions of Ramakrishna-Vivekananda through various books, literatures, everything else. We see and we go around and we will find out. So in India also, if we see how that spirit is slowly and silently entering into the villages, in the nook and corner of the country, and you will see more and more light will be burning and burning and burning. Wherever people get a touch of that spirit means the divine spirit, the divine touch transformed the human beings in its original aspect, inside of the heart, inside of the mind. And along with that, what we shall see, there will be a big transformation, but not as a balloon. It will slow, silently coming out. Society has to bow down, and Ramakrishna-Vivekananda Bhava Prachar is such an instrument. It is slowly and silently working. And people who are coming in contact, or those who cannot come in this meeting, or those who cannot come in contact with Ramakrishna ideology, they also cannot remain at a distance from this particular philosophy and ideologies. So this is the ideology, this is this place where all of us are here, my brothers, Bhava Prachar Parishad members, the Matajis, ladies and gentlemen, all have got the task to help in this mission. The more and more you do, you yourself will be fortunate. You yourselves will get the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, which we do not understand. We see them, we worship them, but we understand the more and more we proceed, as Sri Ramakrishna told. If you want to proceed 1 inch, God Himself comes 10 inch, 10 times His repercussions. I mean, His reaction. So it is here we talk about Sri Ramakrishna. We see their photos. Everything is there. So are we not to feel that they are there within us? They are hearing our words. After their passing away, days have changed, ages have changed. But are they not actually very much conscious that devotees or followers and admirers, they are again and again increasing leaps and bounds to make that world mission successful. Thank you all. Thanks to those who have attended. You have attended so many sessions before this, and this is the closing session. So I again and again convey my message of thanks and thanks This is a valedictory session, and I have taken much more time than the valedictory session's time allotted. All of you will remember that what we have discussed in all our earlier session, presentation, that what you can do when you go back to your place. This is my earnest prayer to all of you. Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarva dharma sarupine avatar varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namo.